want to go right here? Court, you want to go to the right just a tad? All right, let's take a seat. Good morning, everybody. All right, outer chaos, inner peace. That's the goal. However, sometimes when we go inside, there's more chaos there, right? So as you close your eyes and we start to remove ourselves from the outer world, which can be very hectic and chaotic, stressful, and we move inward, sometimes what we find in our mind is a bunch of thoughts that are creating even more stress. In fact, probably more stress than the outer world. So you know what we got to do, right? We got to think louder than thoughts. And we occupy the mind, first and foremost, by bringing our awareness to the breath. So everyone, deep breath in through your nose. Let it go. We'll do another one. Need to scoot outward, like the universe, expanding outward, to adjust for a couple people who have mats in their hands. Yeah, appreciate that. And then everyone else who isn't moving to adjust, come back to your breath. That's great. Just like real life, right? Just when things get calm, life kicks in and we know how to handle it. We can always bring ourselves back to center by bringing our awareness back to the breath. I tell people all the time there's no such thing as distractions, there's just other choices. Places where we can choose to place our awareness, but it's not distracting us. It's not keeping you from being focused. Only you can do that. So all the awareness, all your attention, your focus back to your breath, back to you being on your mat. Perfect. And just like that, we find our center once again. Deepen into each breath that you take. Letting your chin come down towards your chest. And the first movement that we start to make is from the head, stretching the neck, trying to find where there might be tension in the body. The tension that usually comes from our mind. So here we come to unwind, to release, to create the inner peace. I'm going to invite some other movement here. Maybe the shoulders start rolling. Maybe you take your rib cage and sway it from side to side. And then start going forward and back. Do some exaggerated seated cows and cats. Push your heart forward, draw your shoulders back, and circle to the left side. Big circles all the way around. Now take a twist to the left. Lift your chest so the spine lengthens. Bring right hand to right knee, left hand, left knee, and start circling to the right. This time, circles. And then into a twist on your right fingertips behind. Take your left hand, bring it back next to the right. Plant your feet flat on the mat, feet wider than the hips. Or a little bit of mobility warm up. taking your legs all the way around behind. Tabletop. Explore the movement of your spine via your head and your hips. Right, the pelvis moves the spine, so does the head. Perfect, yeah. Start doing this exaggerated movement forward and back. Arms are straight as we do it. So there's no chaturanga happening here. And we start to move with the breath. Inhales forward, lifting chest. Exhale, bowing down to the forehead. All right, let's come forward one more time. Pull the heart through the arms, lift the chin away from the chest and create a nice long neck. Now as you curl your toes, we're going to keep the knees bent as we press it back. Belly toward thigh, tailbone to the sky. So our bear dog pose, right? And then you can get a little extra stretch for your toes by shifting your heels forward. Now think about that wave as you round forward into a plank, legs go straight. Lift the chin, pull the belly in, and exhale all the way down. Make sure your chest lands in front of your thumbs. Yep, cobra pose, inhale, rising up. Now stay with me, don't move your knees, hips go back. High kneeling, touch the ceiling, inhale, reach up, rise. Exhale, come right back down. All right, now watch, my arms are gonna stay straight. We did this earlier. Inhale, come forward. And then exhale, bend the knees as you curl your toes, that bear dog pose. Finding the flow. Inhale, ripple forward like a wave. Exhale all the way to the ground, chest in front of thumbs. Inhale, cobra rising up. Exhale, hips go back, knees are on the mat. High kneeling, inhale, rise, touch the ceiling. Exhale, bowing right back down. Coming forward, inhale. Bear dog, exhale, breath. And then again, ripple forward like a wave. Exhale to the bottom of plank. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, child. High kneeling, inhale, touch the ceiling. Exhale, bowing down to the third eye. Coming through as you inhale. And then exhale, hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Walk your dog, pedal it out. Lift your heels up and start tippy-toeing to the top of your mat into a wide stance. Yeah. And let your body just hang before you do anything, before you shake, before you sway, before you swing it from side to side. Just hang, just hang. Give your body a little time, decompressing the lower spine. And almost as you feel like each vertebrae is moving away from each other, head falling closer to the mat. Now grab the elbows and start to move a little bit. Sway it, shake it, figure eight it. Hands fall to the floor. And then rounding your back, slow as you possibly can. Rising up to stand. Inhale, reach up both hands. Exhale over to the right. When you get there, feel free to close your eyes. Now we want to move the hips to the left, so shift your hips to the left. Yes. Take a few extra breaths. Back to center, inhale. Exhale to the left. When you arrive, go ahead and close the eyes. Back up to center. Take the hands to the back of your thighs. And just let your hands slide down your thighs towards your knees. Shoulder blades squeeze. Big inhale breath. Open up your mouth. Now interlace your hands and bring your chest all the way down. Head toward the ground. Shake it out. We're saying no, saying yes. Releasing grip, taking a twist to the right. Bending left knee, outer right hip, drawing back. You want to add a little circle to the wrist or a palm to lower back or half wrap. Go ahead and do that. One more deep breath. And switch. Right hand down, right knee bends. We're turning chest left. Reaching through the crown of the head as the left hip draws back, and then that option to go lower back or half wrap. Go ahead and release. Yogi squat, wiggle and move your booty. Shift around. Maybe the knees go in and out. Hands down on the ground. We're going to step back just to a plank. Point your index fingers forward. Press the earth away. And your hip points are pulling up toward the bottom ribs. Now, back of head, keep it lifted. Same with the chin. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale is down. Send your heels toward the ground. Get your arm bones to spiral towards your head so your shoulder blades spread. Two. And one. On an exhale breath, jump or step to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Feel free to ride the hands up the shins. Exhale, fold it in. With an inhale, we rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Arms right down by your sides. All right, we're going to reach forward. Inhale, bottom ribs pulling down toward the hips. Exhale, fold forward, hinge. Feel free to fly your half lift. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhaling up. Exhales down. 3 breaths going in and out. And 1. Step or jump to the front. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart, arms by your side. Reach up, inhale, pull the ribs down and in. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Inhale, flat back, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhales up. Exhales down. All right, close your eyes now. Let's go a couple more rounds on your own. Moving mindfully slow. down dog eventually. Go ahead and lift your right leg up in the air. Just hold it straight and start to rotate your ankle. So circling the foot around. Bending your knee, opening up the hip, big circles in and out. With an exhale, go ahead and step to right thumb, finding a runner's lunge. Take your time to shift, move, and adjust. And slowly lower your back knee, straightening your front leg into half splits. So pulling the top of your right foot back towards your shin, reaching your chest toward the toes. We're just going to add a little slow flow here, bending your right knee, left foot planting down, big inhale, reach up, and then exhale back to half splits. Again, right knee bends, inhale breath, exhale, straighten the leg, and one more time, inhale, reach the hands up and bring them behind your head. Elbows are going to spread. Your tailbone is lengthening down. Bottom of the sternum lifts for 3, 2, bend a little bit deeper in your right knee, and 1, down dog, no chaturanga needed. Left leg lifts, start with the ankle, move to the knee, and then into the hip. Stepping left thumb, runner's lunge, and just lowering down on the knee, left leg is straightening, half splits, top of foot towards shin. Notice if your shoulders are shrugging, soften the shoulders down. Use your right foot to anchor down, bend left knee, inhale, reaching up. Exhale, half splits. Let the breath and the movement create the stretch. Inhale, bend, arms overhead. Exhale, straighten leg. All right, one more time, and then hands come behind the head. Elbows spread, so feel the tailbone lengthening down and under. The bottom of the sternum lifting. 3, bend a little deeper front knee. 2, 1, down dog. Simple and sweet. All right, right leg lifts. We're maintaining neutral pelvis, squared hips. Y'all know what that is. Now right toes toward right wrist. Back foot steps out as it spins flat. So now shift your hips toward the left side of your mat, pulling your right hip crease back. Warrior 1, rising up. I'm always a big fan of a wider stance so we can really square those hips to the front. Now, hug the bottom ribs down and squeeze them in. That's it. Bring your palms together to touch. Maybe your gaze is at the thumb. And then exhale, lean forward, hands sweep behind. You've got the option to interlace and make a bind. Notice your right foot is kind of over to the right. Let's keep it there. Step your left foot straight up. The feet will not touch. Chair pose. Chair pose. Nice, Gina. Hips stay back nice and low. Exhale, touch your toes. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhaling up. Exhale is down. Left leg, inhale, breath. Exhale, step left thumb. Widen your stance. Left hip drawing back. Then warrior one, come up. So you want to start with your hips square to the front. We don't want to have to later adjust. Now bottom ribs are in. That's it. Exhale, lean forward, make a bind. That's always an option. You can just have the arms fly behind. Notice the bend in your left knee. Keep it as you step the right foot up, chair pose. Good, everyone. That was nice. Let's keep that same focus the whole time. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhaling up. Exhale is down. All right, close your eyes now. Right leg, inhale. Exhale, take a step. Back foot flat. Warrior one, inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands sweep behind. Step up, inhale, chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhaling up. Exhales down. Left leg, inhale. Exhale, step. Warrior one, inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep the hands behind. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga. All right, you got this. Use your hands and feet to see. Eyes closed, just move and breathe on your own. 2 more times. Child's pose is where we meet. Take your time if you're still flowing. Not going to rush anything. louder than the thoughts. Thinking about your breath, especially in these times of rest. Back to down dog, little reset. Downward dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step between your thumbs. Back foot spins flat. Reverse your warrior. Take it all the way up and back. More press and back foot edge. So we're going to rotate this. There. Exhale, side angle extended. Take your left arm overhead. Inhale, rise, turn to the side, and then just a side lunge. So left knee bends, feet stay flat. Push your booty back. Now you might be prayer hands, you might be arms wide, you might be in a twist, all is fine. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, warrior two to the front. So let's make the pelvis level from front to back, and then pull the hip points up so your back hip can press down a little bit, and then pubic bone lifts. Reverse triangle, front leg straightens. Now notice if your belly is dumping down to the front, pull your belly in. Exhale, triangle. You can hinge from the hip. Land on the shin and move your right shoulder back instead of in. And always knitting the lower ribs so the balance and the stability is coming from the stability, and that's key when we're closing the eyes. Bend your right knee. Take one inhale up and back, reverse warrior. So it ends the way it begins. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale down. Left leg, inhale breath. Exhale, step. Reverse warrior, inhale breath. Have to focus on the back foot edge. Exhale, side angle. We extend, right arm reaching overhead. And it's almost like you want your tricep to rotate towards your face. Inhale, rise to the side. Exhale, bend right knee, side lunge. Arms can do a couple different things. You want to be twisting. Inhale, rising back up. Exhale, warrior two to the front. So leveling the hips means the back hip pushes down a little bit. Neutral pelvis means the pubic bone is pulling up. Reverse triangle, inhale. Don't let your belly dump. Exhale, triangle pose. Left shoulder draws back, and then bottom ribs knit. Feel that connection to the transverse abs. Bend left knee, one inhale, taking you up and back. Exhale, chaturanga, hands to the mat. Inhales up. Exhales down. All right, take a deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth. Now close your eyes. Right leg, inhale, lift. Exhale, step. You know this. Reverse warrior, inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, star. Exhale, left side lunge. Inhale, back up. Exhale, warrior two to the front. Reverse triangle, inhale. Exhale, triangle pose. Bend your knee, repeat the warrior B. Inhale, reversing. Exhale, windmill, hands to the mat. You can feel exactly where you're at. Inhales up. Exhales down. Left leg, inhale. Exhale, step through. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, star. Exhale, right side lunge. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, warrior two to the front. Reverse triangle, inhale. Exhale, triangle pose. Bend your knee, inhale, reverse. Exhale, chaturanga. Just one more time on your own, eyes closed. It's okay to slip and fall, no one knows. Child's pose. Back to down dog. Back to down dog. Going right foot forward, runner's lunge. So this is a real simple foundational sequence that we do here today. Okay, but what we're going to do from this runner's lunge is we're going to shorten our stance 1, maybe 2 inches, that's it. Just 1, just 2, just a little bit. We're not coming into a pyramid, so keep your front knee bent, please. Now bend your back knee 90 degrees. Modified crescent lunge, rise. So your back knee is bent as much as the front. Feel your tailbone lengthen down like you're trying to root yourself into the ground. Now your arms, use them for blinders, to become blinders for your eyes, so your triceps spiral forward. Now pull the bottom ribs in, stabilize, and then you know what's next. Close the eyes. Lean forward, open your eyes, back leg straight, arms sweep behind. Alright, let your heart guide you in this move and everywhere you do outside the room. Warrior 3. Maybe a micro bend in right knee, maybe your arms change what they're doing. Keep your heart higher than your hips, just an itsy bit. Left glute, just squeeze it. 3. 3. 2. 1. Standing splits. Be with the hamstring. Big step back. Runner's lunge stance. Plant your left palm flat, reach your right arm up. Runner's twist. Alright, your right hip, when we twist, it wants to lift. So bring the right foot down and then straighten your back leg more than it already is. Now pop up onto your left fingertips, just the fingertips. Now we're using your core. Breathe. Awesome. Listen, we're going Utkatasana, feet together, knees together, stepping up. Sweep your hands behind, lift your heels up super high. Feel your calf muscles get extra tight. Bend your knees so your thighs are parallel to the earth. Yes, Lacey. And then start lowering, take a seat on your heels. Hands to heart, close the eyes. Arm balance if you like. Maybe the knees spread, bow head, garland pose. Back to down dog. Left foot forward, runner's lunge. Here we go. Okay, now remember, you're only moving your back foot forward 1 inch, just a little bit. Now bend the back knee 90 degrees. Rising up, modified crescent lunge. Tailbone is reaching down into the earth. Bottom ribs knit, triceps spiral in, and then the eyelids soften down. Nice. Straighten your back leg. Sweep your hands behind. Remember, the heart is the guide. Warrior 3. Keep the heart moving forward energetically. Keep reaching through the center of the chest. Now right hip down just a tad, and then squeeze the right side of your butt. Three, 2, 1. Standing splits, be with it. The hamstring, the foot, the ankle, whatever sensation it gives, stay present to it. One more big breath. And step back. Runner's twist. Plant your right hand down. Push into the ground. So push the ground away from you. Firm up the back leg. And then draw your right shoulder blade back. See a little bit of dumping in that right shoulder. We don't want that. Now bridge up on fingertips. Feel your core holding you in this space. Utkatasana, step up, big toes touch. Hands sweep behind. Drinking bird, heels lift high. Now try to make your thighs parallel to the mat. Pause when you get there, yeah. And then more action from your calves. Ask more of them. Good, Aliyah. Sit on your heels, prayer hands. Close the eyes. Be willing to fall, to not be perfect, to wobble through life. Now maybe an arm balance, or you can spread your knees wide. Start to work your way back to down dog. Give your right leg a lift. Your right knee touches your right elbow and you hold it. Now see if you can bring your knee a little bit higher. Pull it up, pull it in. And then rotate to pigeon pose. There we go. Reminder every time, your knee goes to the right and your hips shift back. And hands crawl out in front, forehead down on the mat. Slowly coming up. Left hand reaches back. Now when you grab your foot, push your right shin down and pull your belly in. To deepen the stretch and to protect the lower back. Downward facing dog. Left leg lifts. We're bringing the knee to the elbow. Touch it, hold it, pause for a moment. Now bring the knee higher, because you can. And then rotate to pigeon pose. Yes. Knee out to the left, hips back. Always going to remind you of that. Whatever's comfortable for the knee. Up, reaching back with right hand, pushing left shin down, and literally just pulling the belly in. Down dog, shake it out a little bit. As time continues to tick, I'm going to give you some options. Option 1 is dolphin and maybe forearm balance. Option 2 is moving through a camel pose on your own. So you've got about a minute here, taking your time. All right, Dan, more chest to the back wall. More chest to the back wall. Yes, chest, chest, chest. Let's all just sit back on the heels, hands on the thighs, closing eyes. And we'll bring the feet around to the front, lying onto your backs. Knees bent, feet flat before we go up into a bending of the back. Let's windshield wiper the knees side to side like we did seated at the beginning of class. So feet a little bit wider than the hips, and then just start to windshield wiper it side to side. You might want to pause on one side if it feels nice. It's a nice little prep for the front of the hips for our back bends. And when you come to center, plant your feet flat, walk them a little closer together. Begin to back bend, bridge your upward bow. So bring your focus to 2 points. The pubic bone and the tailbone. The pubic bone is going up. The tailbone is reaching toward the front. Pubic bone up, tailbone reaching to the front. We're going to do that again. All right, here we go. Another bridge or upward bow. Now do it. Feel the difference. Now push into your legs. Push into my ankles. Arms straight. Push your arms. There you go. Good. Bring your feet a little closer together. There. Push. Last 3 breaths. Two. And 1 rest. Soles of the feet come together, knees spread wide. Right hand on your belly, left hand on your heart. Close the eyes. It's become a very comfortable place after this whole time. Closing the eyes, going inward. But just knowing when you go in, you might find even more tension and stress and chaos, right? So then it's about overriding those thoughts in the mind, interrupting the thoughts with your thinking about your breathing. Now bring the knees together, hug them to your chest. To a seat, 1 of 3, soles of the feet together, legs wide or legs in front. You decide. We'll be here in this fold for a little bit of time. So you've got a little bit of time to add on anything that you want to finish with, maybe a plow, shoulder stand, or lying twist. Rest. Some arms by your sides, feet wide. Letting all your muscles just melt into the earth. slow, subtle movements. Bending your knees and reaching just one of your arms over your head. Whatever arm is overhead, you'll roll to that side. Coming up to a seat. Truly what we are creating is not just peace, it's freedom. Free from the outer world's chaos, free from our mind. So we can take this practice and we can translate it to every aspect of our lives by bringing greater presence to every moment. Our hands together, heart center. Deep breath together. And now for an Om, inhale. Shanti, 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 peace, peace, peace. Namaste. Whew. Such good stuff. Thanks, everyone. It's palpable, class like that. Don't forget, I have a yoga retreat happening, and I received some info that if you search for my website on Google, it'll say that it's a dangerous site. Dangerous because you're going to spend your money on going to Tulum. But it's really not dangerous, so if you use a different search engine, you can find it at antonyoga.com. I do have 10 spots left, so join me, Tulum, in 2026, January. It's going to be amazing.